Hey everyone, welcome to the Meaning of Life podcast, where we question everything, especially yourself. I'm Matthew, and I know you're busy, but I'm really glad you're taking a few minutes to dive into some of the big stuff with me. You know those moments maybe on your commute or late at night when you're finally winding down and you just wonder? You know those moments. I remember one night after a long day at work and a wave of, almost fear washed over me. It wasn't a scary fear, but more of an, oh my God, what is this fear? That's when I really started asking why. Like, why are we here? What is our purpose? And what does it all mean? These questions, the big whys of life, as they say, have resonated through the chambers of human thought. From the ancient philosophers to modern day scientists. I mean, come on. We've been trying to unravel the mysteries of our existence. Some people say these questions are pointless, just abstract obsessions. But I believe they're the most important questions that we can ask, because they shape how we live our lives, whether we realize it or not. I mean, come on, think about it. From the earliest cave paintings to the latest scientific breakthroughs, humans have been searching for answers. We've built civilizations, created art, explored space, all in the pursuit of understanding. We've developed philosophies and religions, all in an attempt to eliminate the shadows. And yeah, even when you're just trying to get through the work week, these questions are still there in the background. But here's the thing. These questions aren't just academic. They impact our daily lives. They influence our choices, our relationships, and our sense of well-being. When we feel lost or directionless, even in our careers, it's often because we've lost our sight of our purpose. I know that's true. It's happened to me plenty of times. This podcast isn't about providing easy answers, and it's definitely not about adding more to your to-do list. In fact, I believe the answers are often less important than the questions themselves. It's about exploring the depths of existence, challenging our assumptions, and embracing the beautiful uncertainty of it all, even during the mundane grind. We'll be diving into philosophy, science, and even personal stories, all in an attempt to shed light on these age-old questions. We'll be asking the hard questions, the uncomfortable questions, and yes, even the questions you might be afraid to ask yourself. And that brings me to the core of this podcast, self-examination. The tagline, "Question everything, especially yourself," isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a call to action. It's easy to question the universe, but it's much harder to question our own beliefs. The stories we tell ourselves about who we are. It's harder to question that. But that's where the real growth happens. That's where we discover our purpose, even in the middle of a busy life. So are you ready to question everything? Because if you are, then you're ready for this podcast. And here's the question I want you to sit with until next week. If you could know the answer to one question about your existence, what would it be and why? In future episodes, we'll be exploring the nature of consciousness, the ethics of artificial intelligence, and even the possibility of life beyond Earth. But for now, let's focus on the beginning. Thank you for joining me on this first step. Don't forget to follow the Meaning of Life podcast exclusively on Spotify. And to share your biggest why question with me directly, email me at tmolpodcast@yahoo.com. Once again, that's tmolpodcast@yahoo.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'm Matthew, and this is the Meaning of Life podcast. Until next time, keep questioning, even on your lunch break.